Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. Do you like action and adventure?
Yes.
Do you like romance and murder?
No.
If you like a mix of action, adventure, romance, and murder, then this is the book for you. Katniss Everdeen lives in a country called Panem. In Panem, there are 12 districts. Katniss lives in the poorest district, District 12. Every year on Reaping Day, 2 districts are chosen, a girl and a boy, to compete in the Hunger Games. 2 tributes from each district, meaning 24 total, fighting to the death in an arena in the capital. Only one survives. Katniss's dad died in an explosion when she was 11, so she's all her mother and little sister Prim have. Prim means everything to her. The Reaping is only on chapter 1 and 2. What would the rest of the story be like if Katniss wasn't in the games, but still her name wasn't called?
What?
It's time for the drawing. Effie Trinket says, as she always does, ladies first, and crosses to the glass ball with the girls' names. She reaches in, digs her hand deep into the ball, and pulls out a slip of paper. The crowd draws in a collective breath, and then you can hear it pin drop. I'm feeling nauseous, and so desperately hoping that it's not me, and it's not me, and that it's not me. Effie Trinket crosses back to the podium, smooths the slip of paper, and reads out the name in a clear voice, and it's not me. It's Primrose Everdeen. Prim, the strangled cry comes out of my throat, and my muscles begin to move again. Prim, I don't need to shove through the crowd. The other kids make way immediately, allowing me a straight path to the stage. I reach her just as she's about to mount the steps. With one sweep of my arm, I push her behind me. I volunteer, I gasp. I volunteer as tribute. Katniss, along with Peeta, the boy tribute, who saved her and her family from starvation a while ago, will have to fight to the death in an arena where everyone's trying to kill. Will Peeta survive? Will Katniss survive? Who would they kill? Who has seen the movies, The Hunger Games? Well, still read the books, because they are way better. You may be wondering what other book could possibly match up to this amazing book. Well, after The Hunger Games, there's Catching Fire and Mockingjays sequels, which are equally as good. Any questions? Robbie?
Why'd you pick this book?
Because when I signed up for the book talk, I just finished reading it, and it is really good. Anyone else? Miss Caston.
Which one did you read all of them?
I'm on the 3rd one right now.
Which one do you like most?
Catching Fire.
Catching Fire was my favorite of the 3. Has anybody else in here read them? Good.
Ella.
Can I just say a comment?
Yep.
I think you did really good, and I like how you read out of the book, which it made it more interesting.
I thought you did a really good job explaining a complicated book. I'm wondering if anybody in here knows what a reaping is, because that's the part that she read, and because I have read it before, I know exactly what was happening. Does anybody know what a reaping is? So it's a ceremony where remember how she said they were going to go to a competition where only one person from each district, well actually 2, a boy and a girl, go. They literally picture like the poorest of scenes where there's no water, everybody's dehydrated and starving and skinny, and they're all standing there, and then like the fanciest people that govern them just come in their fancy dresses, and all the people in this village are standing there, and they're just completely at the mercy of these people. They're just really not healthy looking, and they're not nourished, and they say, "Oh, it's our favorite day!" And they get all excited up there, and all the people just stare because they're basically being chosen to die. That's basically what it is, because when you go in this arena, how many people survive? One person survives. So each district, so it would be like Queensberry would be a district, and like George would be a district, and Hudson Falls would be a district, and they pick 2 people, a boy and a girl from each of those districts, to go fight together. And only one person's left standing. So they're getting their names picked from this hat, and that's called the reaping ceremony, to find out who's going to go fight in this competition. Yes?
I liked how you chose a scene from this book that was very intriguing, and it was one of the most important parts of the book.
It was the most important part of the book.